Whoa! Welcome back to the studio, Ryan, aka BloodShot Airbrushing, and we are back for yet another studio update slash roll call slash sticker giveaway. Cause yes, 14,000 subscribers strong in the BloodShot Army. Another 500 members thereabouts have jumped on board. And if you're not new here, you know exactly what that means. Yup. 5 lucky commenters will be chosen at random to win a set of BloodShot Airbrushing, BloodShot Army stickers. You'll get one of the big ones, 2 of the medium ones, and 1 of the teeny tiny ones. Just my way of saying thank you, thank you, thank you. Without you guys, as you know it, well, with or without you guys, it's just a crazy dude yelling away in the studio. I'm sure my neighbors by now get the gist. Oh, yes. So all you gotta do is comment down below. Check back in 24 hours to see if your name has made the list. I'll have one list in the description section. I'll have my comment in the comment section pinned to the top with a list. And I will also comment on the individual comments, the 5 lucky winners. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. And follow the instructions from there to score your brand new BloodShot Army sticky badges. And flying with pride. Should you win, you are now among the lucky few. And be sure, go to the description section, go to the card up there, and check the other videos. I still have, man, at least half a dozen, maybe even a dozen names of winners who haven't claimed their prizes. So if you find your name on there, just follow the instructions, and we will get those stickers out to you. That's what I do. We may as well do a studio update. And I've got some good news, and I've got some bad news in the Lumalore department. Stay tuned. But first, real quick, before we get into that, I've got a little package that came my way from one happy little subscriber. He won some stickers in the past. Steve Bunnett. I hope I pronounced that correctly. I'm notorious for failing at last names. But he sent me a little something. I thought we would open it up on camera. I love the fan mail. Ooh. Sticker for sticker. Yeah, gotta love the barter system. In a nice little baggie and everything. Very cool, Steve. So Steve has an airbrushing company in Ontario, Canada, a little further to the east of where I reside. A little further, quite a few provinces over. And he sent me some of his stickers. Very cool. Very cool. So I'll put some links in the description. Why not? For Steve, you can check out his airbrushing. You can check out some of his work. And, thanks, brother. This will go up into the wall of stickers. My little frame I've got up, and I'm sure I'm going to have to stick one of them. Oh, I'll find. I've got 4. I'll find some places to stick these for sure. Spread the word. Very cool design, brother. Very cool. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. Alright, back into it. Let me flip you around, and you can see what we got going on in the background here. We got quite a few things going on in the studio right now. So let's just take a little peek and see what we got. Alright, as I said, quite a few things on the bench as we speak. We've got a finished product, we've got a couple underway, and we've got one ready for clear. Where do we begin? Where do we begin? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, why not? All right, yes. Dinah. It's nothing personal. I get paid to do this. I could care less what you ride. Obviously, some people disagree. So this is just a coil cover for a motorcycle. And yes, this is all done by hand. All I do is mask it up. I draft out my lettering to where I am happy with it. And then I take a couple sizes just with a photocopier to place it to where I am happier with it. And then I just scribble on the back with a water stabilo pencil. And I can transfer that onto my masking paper. And then cut it out with an X-Acto knife, and trying not to cut too deep so you don't see very harsh cut lines. But yes, even all those fine lines, all done with an X-Acto knife, and then sprayed in with an airbrush, and then peeled off and ready for clear. And that'll go to the body shop for that process. Moving forward, may as well go counterclockwise. Now, you might be looking at this thinking, haven't I seen something similar from the BloodShot studio? And the answer is yes. Similar, but not the same. I have done a minor league hockey helmet that we did with the Jason Voorhees Friday the 13th theme. This, however, is a ringette helmet with a Jason Voorhees Friday the 13th theme. And this actually is for a female ringette player. So we kind of went a little less gory. If you do recall the other one, we are going like maybe Friday the 13th number 9, where Jason, we actually painted it with the whole helmet being totally bashed up and sliced and chunks missing, along with Jason's ear. But once the customer saw that was a little too much, so we ended up painting an ear back on there. To ear or not to ear? That is the question. With this one, we've got some flowing red hair for our background, rather than the other one where we did the Jason Voorhees on the one side, and then we did the actual customer's ear and hair on this side. And then, of course, we've got the skull cap, where we've continued the straps, and we've got her name, Groovy Tuesday. So that one is ready for a pickup, all done. We've got the clear, ready to be played. Now, all you RC heads are probably looking at this in the background being like, is he actually? Did he finally? Yes, we have started. We are underway with the little 1/24th scale RC car. I hope I got that right. This is not an RC car, but the process is the same if you were painting on top of an RC body. So we've got some graphics that we've done, and we're going to continue on the process. This is being recorded for the channel. Now, all you other people are probably like, Tiger, that looks pretty cool. And yes, no, we are recording this for the channel. This is another ski jumping lid again. This may look very familiar to some. This is the second helmet for the same client. She is a ski jumper. I do believe she's in the Netherlands right now, so we are trying to wrap this up and get this out to her so that she can use it for this coming season. As far as recording, I did not record anything up until this stage. We've got some lilies, as you can see. There are some roses and a maple leaf under the masking tape, and some graphics in the background. Very similar to the drawing that we did here. Similar, but not the same. And then, as you see for the tiger, all I've done was cut an outline of an actual tiger, and then place that on there so that I know where to go, and then proceed to paint all my background images. These lilies will get masked off, and then we will go in with our tiger and start to paint this. Now, I've started with my stencil, and if you get into the video, you will see a bit of this, But this is only going to be a beginner's tutorial on fur. So I'm not going to be painting the whole tiger on video, just sections. But here you can see we've got my stencil starting to cut. And you may ask, why don't you just use your drawing, or why don't you just use a drawing to do a tiger? And my response would be, it's so much easier to have an actual tiger where I'm not making up muscle structure, I'm not making up fur. Drawing it by hand is great, but there's a lot of stuff you have to take in consideration, and I don't get paid for that consideration. So, in order to avoid some copyright issues by copying somebody's photograph, we are painting it 30% different, and we are nixing the orange. We are painting a white tiger, but using the orange tiger as a reference. Yeah, it's a little loophole, but I do what I do to survive. Starving artist scenario. And I almost forgot, you probably saw something lurking in the background over there. Well, this wasn't necessarily painted by me. Okay, this was painted by me. Okay, no, it's not painted by me. That wasn't painted by me. The original race car was painted by me. This is actually a good buddy of mine who's been in the race car circuit for numerous years, and we've spray bombed numerous cars. This is just one of his models to commemorate his racing career, and I'm going to slap some numbers on these doors. Another little bonus for the RC heads. We'll be recording that for the channel. Again, I can't take credit for the base paint on this. The original car, however, oh yeah. Moving on, we've got a simple pinstriping job. Again, I don't think I'll be recording for this for the channel unless there's a high demand. All I'm doing is a double stripe around the perimeter of this tank on both sides, a fat and a thin pinstripe. So yeah, if you want that, let me know. Maybe we'll get that happening. And now Lumalore. You guys want the bad news or the good news first? We always lead with the bad news, leave you with a happy ending. And the bad news ain't so bad. You may have remembered from the last video, we're missing something. We've got all these other parts. What are we missing? Saddlebags. So the saddlebags, there was a decision made that we were no longer going to use the stock bags, and we are going to use some aftermarket stretched bags. If you're going to do it right. That's what I always say. So the bad news is this project is a little bit on hold. A little bit. But hey, if that's the worst of our day, we're doing okay. And now the good news for Lumalore. You may remember video 1 of the hidden reveal Reaper / Pinup Girl. Yeah, I think that was like a year ago. I've got that video edited down for the hidden reveal for the Reaper. So that is coming right away. Let me kill the lights. Like magic. And this guy is my test sample, but the gas tanks where I painted the final copy, that video for the Reaper is done. Is done. All the editing, all the voiceover, all the GIFs, everything is done. And I do apologize for the delay. I know it has been like, seriously, like a year. But it has been a crazy year. Let me get that light thing again. And she disappears. So yes, I do have that coming on down. Look for it in the next few days. We'll get this little sticker giveaway out of the way, and then we'll make sure to get that video for your viewing pleasure. And number 3 is coming. I haven't even started the editing process on that one. This guy was a half an hour video. It is one of my longer videos. I know people have said keep them long. I like them long, so there's a little more real time in this. And you can use it as a how-to for Lumalore. You can use it as a how-to for painting a skull, monochrome, one color, or you can just sit back and enjoy the process because it is very neat. It is kind of cool, and I have fun with my videos, so I hope it's entertaining whether or not you have an airbrush in your hand. So that's kind of where we're at. We've also got the drum that's coming. So we're gonna do a drum skin in one shot. For those of you who use the one shot paints, all those big yellow cans behind me, that is what they call permanent paint. So there's no clear required, no sanding required. We're just gonna paint right over top of the skin, let it dry, call it done. So that one's coming on down. What else do we got? Oh, probably some sleep. You can't run at this energy 24 hours a day. No. So I think that's kind of it. Check back in 24 hours to see if your name is indeed on the winners list. 5 lucky winners. And my gratitude once again to all of you who have decided to click that little like button, join the BloodShot Army, become a subscriber. If it wasn't for you guys, yeah, I'm still crazy. But it's nice to have some validation on my craziness. You know how it goes. Like, follow, subscribe. Thanks for coming along for the ride. More to come on the beginner section as well. I have ample videos on the cloud. Just got to get those down, edit them out, and give them to you. They're coming. They're coming. Until next time, cheers. And feel free to slide on by the BloodShot Airbrushing webpage to pick up the French curve stencils, set of 6 for only $5. You can also swing over to the BloodShot Airbrushing Spreadshirt merch page and pick yourself up a BloodShot Army uniform. We've got the BloodShot Air Force as well. And don't forget, guys, we've got the airbrushing hacks, airbrushing for beginners, and plenty of tutorials. Tell the world the BloodShot Army is here to spray.